Types of people to avoid for a fulfilling life. Type of people to avoid. Number 1. The naysayer. Imagine you're an artist creating a masterpiece. Enter the naysayer, who critiques every choice, filling your canvas with doubt. When you share your career ambitions, they list reasons why it won't work. Too competitive, not enough skills, fear of failure. To handle a naysayer, try asking for their advice instead of sharing your plans. This can shift their role from critic to consultant, fostering a more constructive dialogue. Remember, as Epictetus said, listen more than you speak, distinguishing valuable input from mere noise. Don't let anyone dull your vibrant masterpiece. Type of people to avoid. Number 2. The victim. Picture life as a chess game. The victim blames external forces for their poor moves, believing they're always in checkmate. Their stories of woe become a trap, pulling you into their narrative. While some face genuine hardships, the victim uses excuses to avoid responsibility. Instead of becoming their savior, practice compassionate detachment. Listen, but don't solve their problems. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the best revenge is to be unlike those who wronged us. Take control of your own game. Don't let the victim mindset seep into your life. Type of people to avoid. Number 3. The toxic positivist. You know the toxic positivist, always cheerleading, telling you to just be happy. Imagine your life as a garden. They want you to ignore the weeds and pests. If you're struggling emotionally, their insistence on focusing only on the positive can feel invalidating. To counter this, engage in discussions that acknowledge both light and shadow. Label your feelings. It's okay to feel upset while also appreciating the good. Seneca taught us that true happiness comes from balancing duties and enjoying the present. Embrace life's complexities, for both sunshine and rain are essential for a flourishing garden. Type of people to avoid. Number 4. The manipulator. Your life is a movie script where you're the star. The manipulator rewrites your story, using guilt or flattery to serve their needs. They might convince you to pay for dinner by portraying themselves as in need. Counteract their tactics using fogging, agreeing with any truth in their statements but standing your ground. Setting clear boundaries is vital. If they ask for money, say no assertively. Remember, Epictetus said, "We can't control our circumstances, only how we respond." Stay in charge of your narrative, reclaim your script, and don't let others dictate your story. Type of people to avoid. Number 5. The time vampire. Your daily routine is like a symphony. The time vampire disrupts your harmony. They might be a colleague with constant interruptions or a friend who expects you to attend every event. To protect your time, try the Pomodoro technique. Work in focused intervals while avoiding distractions. Saying no is essential. Decline invitations without elaborate excuses. Seneca noted that a well-lived life is long enough, so be selective with your time. Ensure each moment aligns with your greater purpose and goals. Type of people to avoid. Number 6. The manipulator. Manipulators subtly steer your actions for their benefit, often through guilt trips or flattery. You might find yourself being constantly asked for favors without realizing you're being taken advantage of. To handle manipulators, use fogging. Acknowledge any truth in their statements, but stick to your boundaries. If they ask for money or a favor, firmly say no while offering emotional support. Type of people to avoid. Number 7. The time vampire. Time vampires drain your most precious resource, time. They may not be malicious, but their constant interruptions and demands pull you away from important tasks. Combat this by setting boundaries, like using the Pomodoro technique to block uninterrupted time. It's also important to learn to say no to unnecessary social obligations, protecting your schedule.